Abdul's big school adventure. Abdul had just turned 4, and this birthday was extra special. It meant he was finally old enough to start school. With his brand new backpack, his favorite blue lunchbox, and his small hand tucked into his mother's, Abdul was ready for his first day. When he entered the classroom, he saw bright posters, shelves full of storybooks, and other kids who looked just as excited and a little nervous as he was. Miss Sarah, his teacher, welcomed him with a big smile and said, "Welcome to school, Abdul. We are so happy you're here." Abdul felt a bit shy at first, but as he saw other kids laughing and playing, he knew that school was going to be a fun adventure. In his first week, Abdul met Sammy and Layla, who soon became his best friends. Sammy loved dinosaurs and could name them all, from T-Rex to Triceratops. Layla was amazing at building block towers, and together, they would see who could make the tallest tower before it tumbled down. The three friends did everything together. They played in the sandbox, made up songs, and learned their letters. Abdul loved the songs Miss Sarah taught them, especially the one that helped him remember the days of the week. As the year went by, Abdul learned to count to 10, and he could even recognize a few letters. He loved when it was his turn to be the helper of the day, where he got to pass out crayons and collect storybooks after reading time. It made him feel like a leader, and he looked forward to it every week. By the time he was ready for kindergarten, Abdul was feeling confident. He could write his name, recognize colors and shapes, and even knew a few words. In kindergarten, he met his new teacher, Mr. David, who taught him all about animals and the world around them. Abdul's favorite part of the day was story time, where they would travel to far-off places through books. One day, Mr. David brought in a small caterpillar in a glass jar, and the whole class watched it grow and change into a butterfly. Abdul was amazed by the transformation and proudly told his family all about it. "Just like the butterfly grows, I'm growing too," he said, thinking about how much he was learning every day. As Abdul continued to grow, so did his adventures. In first grade, he went on his first field trip to the zoo. He saw elephants, giraffes, and his favorite animal, the lion. Mr. David explained how animals live in different parts of the world, and Abdul decided he wanted to learn even more about wildlife. In class, he and his friends worked on a project about the animals they saw, drawing pictures and sharing facts. The following year, Abdul's class took a trip to the Science Museum. There, he saw real dinosaur bones and even got to try on a space helmet in the space zone. He learned all about planets and stars and decided that one day, he'd like to be an astronaut and explore the universe. As he moved into second grade, Abdul joined the school's soccer team. At first, he was nervous. He wasn't sure if he would be any good, and he didn't want to let his teammates down. But with each practice, Abdul grew better and faster. His coach always told him, "It's not about winning, it's about trying your best." Abdul took that lesson to heart, and by the end of the season, he had scored his very first goal. When Abdul wasn't playing soccer, he was learning how to play the recorder in music class. Though the high notes made him giggle, he practiced every day until he could play a full song. His family cheered for him at the school concert, and Abdul felt so proud of his hard work. Ready for the next adventure. As Abdul finished each grade, he looked back at all he had learned and all the friends he had made. He had grown so much since his very first day of school. He went from being a shy little boy to a confident, curious learner who loved to explore. Abdul's friends had grown with him, too. Sammy was now the best in class at reading, and Layla was working on becoming a real artist. Together, they looked forward to the adventures that would come as they moved up to the next grade. Finally, it was the last day of school, and everyone celebrated with a big class party. Abdul hugged his friends and teachers and said goodbye, feeling excited for what would come next. He couldn't wait to tell his family about all his achievements and to start fresh in a new grade. As he looked back one last time at his school, Abdul smiled, knowing that each new year brought new adventures, new things to learn, and new memories to make. His school journey was just beginning, and Abdul was ready for every moment of it. The end. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos.